View from my hotel, Ephesus, is situated on the Aegean Sea, which is a branch of the Mediterranean Sea located between Greece and Turkey. Ephesus is on the western coast of Anatolia, modern-day Turkey, and was a member of the Ionian League, a city-state alliance on the Aegean coast. Pamukkale Hot Springs in southwestern Turkey are famous for the white, mineral-rich travertine terraces that are formed by calcium carbonate deposits from thermal waters. Visitors can walk barefoot through the shallow, warm pools to experience the Cotton Castle landscape and can also explore the adjacent ruins of the ancient Roman spa city, Hierapolis. While the main terraces have limited public access, swimming is permitted in many of the pools, which are warmer near the top and cooler near the bottom. Key features: travertine terraces. The Cotton Castle landscape is made of white travertine, a form of limestone created by mineral-rich water from 17 hot springs. Hierapolis. The site includes the ruins of the ancient city of Hierapolis, a popular spa city founded in 190 BC. Cleopatra's Pool, a specific natural hot spring with submerged ancient columns where visitors can swim for a fee. Pool temperatures. Temperatures in the pools vary, with the warmest water found at the top of the terraces and cooler water at the bottom. Pamukkale's thermal pools are a series of white travertine terraces in Turkey, formed by mineral-rich hot springs. Visitors walk barefoot on the slippery, wet terraces to access the pools, which range in temperature from lukewarm to very hot, depending on their location. The site also features the ruins of the ancient city of Hierapolis, making it a significant natural and historical attraction. The Hierapolis Archaeology Museum is housed in a former Roman bathhouse and contains artifacts from Hierapolis and other nearby ancient cities like Laodicea, Colossae, and Tripolis. Exhibits include numerous statues, sarcophagi, and other sculptures, as well as architectural elements from the site's theater and a separate outdoor garden with ancient plants. What to see: statues and sculptures. A significant collection of statues, including figures of gods and goddesses and sarcophagi. Architectural elements. Richly decorated pieces from the surrounding ancient city, such as those that adorn the theater. Roman baths. One of the main attractions is the building itself, which was once a center for healing and socializing. Roman Theater. The theater was built using the Greek idea, with the audience supported by the natural slope of the hill. The theater audience, or cavea, is divided into two parts, the upper and the lower, through a circular passage, the so-called diazoma. 8 up and down passages, designated 9 sectors, kirkides. In the lower part of the audience, there is a large marble exedra, or semicircular niche, in which the most important spectators sat on seats decorated with sculpted lion paws. It is estimated that the theater could accommodate about 10,000 spectators. The Skene building was decorated with a vibrant, 3-storied facade, standing on a podium presenting, among others, the scenes with Apollo and Artemis. This facade was thoroughly renovated and strengthened in 352 CE. In the same period, the so-called orchestra, i.e. a semicircular space between the stage and the audience, was rebuilt in a way that allowed it to be filled with water, thus enabling the organization of performances with scenes of naval battles. The theater of Hierapolis was constructed during the late 1st century CE, with completion occurring during the Hadrianic period, 117 to 138 CE, as evidenced by inscriptions mentioning Tiberius Julius Mindius, found in the gallery of the Summa Cavea, upper seating section, Seer 339. Historical evidence indicates the theater was specifically built in 129 CE for a visit by Emperor Hadrian himself, Wikipedia, highlighting the city's importance within the empire. Unlike other Roman theatrical venues that primarily served entertainment purposes, the theater at Hierapolis likely played a significant role in the city's identity as a healing sanctuary. Similar to other ancient health centers like Asclepion at Pergamon, Hierapolis may have incorporated theatrical performances as part of its holistic healing practices, where entertainment and emotional catharsis were considered important components of medical treatment. Apollo Temple in Plutonium. The visible remains of a temple of Apollo date back to the 3rd century CE, but the building was erected in the area where an important temple had already stood. During the Hellenistic period, it was dedicated to Apollo Lerbinos, i.e. the deity connecting the Greek Apollo with the local Anatolian sun god Lerbinos. Fragments of this earlier building, including the column capitals dated to the 1st century CE, are currently located in the local archaeological museum. In the sacred district, there were also smaller shrines dedicated to Cybele, Artemis, Hades, and Poseidon. Statues of Artemis, along with Apollo and Leto, were originally located in the ancient Hierapolis Theater but are now housed in the Hierapolis Archaeological Museum. These marble sculptures date to the late 2nd century CE and once decorated the stage building of the theater. The Plutonium is a sacred site located near the Hierapolis Ancient Theater dedicated to Pluto, the god of the underworld. It is built over a cave that emits deadly carbon dioxide gas from a geological fault. Ancient tourists witnessed animals die at the cave's entrance, and the area was surrounded by a standing room theater for spectators.